fellow debaters and my most honorable adjudicators, my name is Matthew, the Deputy Prime Minister, Speaker of the government team. First, I would like to use this time to rebut the other team's refute. Our team's first argument was that it is unfair for the other people which are not overweight. The other team refuted this by saying they are all same passengers and they should pay the same equally. I rebutted this refute. When they pay the same, they should be treated equally. But if obese people and normal people pay equally, obese people use more space, which gives disadvantage and uncomfortable to the skinny people or other normal people, which makes it unequal. To reduce that, we need to make obese people pay more to make it fair. Our second argument was that the heavier passengers are, the more fuel it uses. The other team refuted this by saying other transportations like buses, ships, or trains have to charge more too. And exactly. More transportation has to do it and treat equally to customers. In the websites, there are a lot of people saying that many people in the web are saying that they have uncomfortable flight for hours because they were stuck in between obese passengers. And people are feeling waste of money if a flight is like this. There should be situations like this in buses, trains, or ships. And that's why we should actually change the rules into giving more fee by their weights. And now I would like to refute the points made by the other team. The other team's first argument was that airlines have economic trouble if they change the rules like this. I refuted this argument. It won't be that much to stop all obese passengers, and also, even if they do, it will reduce the obese people, which is going to be beneficial to the whole world. If I give you an example, there's fat tax. When the fat tax was live, a study says that the fat tax dropped 3.5% of obese Americans and prevented about 2,700 heart diseases that could have happened to them. This is beneficial to the world, and if we can save the obese people from actually getting worse, we can just change the rules and make the world a better place for the obese people. Their second argument was that the companies have a responsibility to actually serve the customers, not depending on their size, and they should treat them equally. But the customers also have the responsibility to pay the same amount of pay the money for the services that companies give. If they are having different services due to obese people, like taking up more spaces and getting complaints to the airline companies, of course obese people has to pay more to actually make it fair. Now I will present you our third argument. Our third argument is it will give a chance for obese people to lose weight. If the airline rules are changed so that obese people should pay more, they will feel like they're in a disadvantaged situation. People mostly do not like taking disadvantages, and they will soon feel that that is unfair. So most of them will choose two options. First, not to use airplanes that often, and two, they will try to lose their weight. People these days go traveling often during long vacations. If the obese people do not want to pay more, they will change their diet and eventually lose weight. Not for all, but at least some. About 35.7% of the population are now overweight people. Using this method makes us healthy by losing weight. We always have to know that obesity is something that we can choose, that you can choose. Overall, this method is a good motivation for the ones who think that they should lessen their fat. Losing weight is very good for your health, and it should be the first thing to be done if you're thinking of a healthy life. The people who had a lot of weight but lost them said that they had better sleep, better mood, less joint pain, less stress, improved memory, and etc. There are even researches about benefits of losing weight. When you get rid of your body excess fat, your hormones get steady, and as a result, it is easier for you to maintain or even further your weight loss. So this means that overall it's very good for our health. This research was done by Isabel Smith, who's the founder of Isabel Smith Nutrition. As you can see, there are a lot of benefits in losing weight. By changing the passenger rules, more obese people can change and be healthy like this. It is really worth it to do anything to change the 35.7% right now in the world. This can be an innovational method for the entire earth, for the people's health. Therefore, we think that airline passengers should pay according to their weight. Thank you. I also propose